Hello and welcome to today's video. Now, for the last, I don't know how many years, at least since I started in this hobby, the paper everyone sort of referred to as the paper was Tomoe River. And we all know that over the last couple of years or few years, Tomoe River paper has unfortunately undergone some significant changes, and everyone's kind of been looking for the next best thing. And Cosmo Air Light paper was there for a while. Regalia put up its hand for a little bit of time, and the current sort of one of the front runners at the moment is this is Iroful paper. This is a 75 GSM paper, and it comes in a range of different formats. I have it here in, well, this is an A5 loose leaf, and then an A5 dot grid notepad or notebook. It comes in a range of different sort of formats, notebooks of different thicknesses and sizes. I wanted to get my hands on a couple of variants here to test it out for my own use, because obviously we all like super smooth, fountain pen friendly and fountain pen flattering paper. So what I've done is I've taken a couple of sheets from this loose leaf here, and on one of them I have literally written with a bucket load of pens over the last little while. So as I said, this is Iroful A5 75 GSM paper. Now, in terms of price, what I will say is that this paper is not inexpensive. It's definitely not cheap paper. It is, in Australia, that pack of loose leaf will cost you about $20. Notebooks not far off that. So it's not super inexpensive, but you are getting what I think could be very, very impressive paper. As you can see here, I've written with something like 25 fountain pens and a couple of other things. Everything from broads to extra fines and a bunch of different colors and with inks with different properties, and we can have a bit of a look. So Diamine Canal Side in a Pelican M1000, Dominant Industry Earl Grey Tea, Visconti Homo Sapiens, SBRE Brown in a 54T Titan. We've got the three new Iroshizuku colors, Toro, Shungo, and Rika in a range of pilot pens, the 74, the 823, the 845, and a TWSBI Eco with a broad nib. I've got Iroshizuku Yamabudo in a Platypus Model 20, as well as Hongdian Shrub Altea Flower in a Canwright Mammoth. I've got Hongdian Blue Black in a Hongdian M2 fountain pen, Baroque Caviar in another Platypus Model 20. I've got Sailor Chushu in the 54T Pocket, Diamine Monaco Red in a Faber-Castell Ambition. I've got Diamine Oxford Blue in the two Pixie pens I have from Benu, the medium and the broad. I've then got Lousy Black. This Lousy is not a fountain pen ink that is expressly made for fountain pens. It's a recycled ink made from printer cartridge ink. But I have it in a Platinum Prep because I use it a lot for art and I wanted to see how that performed. Then Platinum Black in another Platinum Preppy. I then got Diamine Ancient Copper in a Muji Aluminium, Colorverse One Small Step, Colorverse Eagle, Colorverse Columbia, Colorverse Apollo 11, that should be Columbia, I kept doing that every time I wrote with that ink, Colorverse Tranquility Base, in a Vizier Sport, and then I've got Lamy Turquoise in a Lamy Safari with a medium nib, Lamy Black in a Lamy Safari with an extra fine nib. Then I've got Birmingham Pen Company, Pennsylvania Railroad Boiler Room, what it's called, Blue Black, in an Asvine J16, which has a medium Yovo nib on it. Then I've got De Trementis Giuseppe Verdi in a Benu Euphoria Elegant Autograph with a fine nib. Then I've got Noodler's Bay State Blue in a Jinhao 992. I have the trusty Retro 51 Rollerball, just because that is one of those pens that, separates good paper from bad paper. And then I have a Sharpie marker. So all of that I've written with on this page. If we look up nice and close, you see there is absolutely no feathering. There is no spread. We are getting hits of sheen on the inks that sheen, like Yamabudo is sheening there. We've got sheen on Monaco Red, on Oxford Blue. We're getting sheen on SBRE Brown, which is great. So the inks that are sheening quite nicely. Hits of the sheen in the Lamy Turquoise there. Bay State Blue, super vibrant, as is Columbia, as is Eagle and Turquoise and the new Iroshizuku colors. The page contrast with Toro, wonderful. So you're getting a lot. Even down here, the Retro 51 looks pretty good. Actually getting some gold sheen off the Retro 51. And the Sharpie marker is nice and tight and crisp. So that's the front of this page. On this side, everything appears really, really well. We've got lots of great color differentiation. The colors hold true. They don't seem to be too faded. Even on Tomoe River, occasionally you'd find inks would sort of look dull. Not here. They look vibrant, they look rich, they look clean and crisp. But how does it fare on the back? One of the big problems with Tomoe River was always the amount of ghosting. You could read through on the other side pretty clearly. It never bled until more recently, but lower end papers, even some non-lower end papers, will bleed pretty heavily. Let's see how this Iroful paper performs. So looking at the back here, yes, you can see through it. There's a little bit of ghosting. It's nowhere near as bad as the lighter Tomoe River paper, but this is 75 GSM, so it is slightly heavier as well. But in terms of bleeding, we're getting a couple of lines here from the Hongdian flower magenta ink there. We're getting a spot here on the lousy black, which, as I said, not a fountain pen ink. It's an ink designed for artists to use. And then Bay State Blue, of course, is coming through, and the Rollerball from Retro 51 is trying to come through. But Sharpie marker is great, and all the other inks, not even like a dot of bleed. This paper has performed really, really well. Will other brands take it up, like a lot of notebook brands took up Tomoe River? That is yet to be seen. As I said, it's slightly heavier, so you're not going to get the amount of pages in a notebook that you would with, say, the 52 GSM Tomoe River paper, but you are getting paper that performs really, really well. The final thing I wanted to do today was show this. So I put down Journalize in Cosmic City, which is one of my favorite shimmer inks, and you even get some sheen there. It's a gray ink with like a blue-gray sheen and some shimmer, sorry. And then Montevideo California Teal to show the kind of sheen you're going to get. Inks like Organic Studios Nitrogen Blue will sheen on anything. Those super sheen machine inks will sheen on anything. But California Teal is one of those inks that would sheen heavily on good quality paper, and that is what you're getting here. The last thing I wanted to do today was a live writing sample. So I have my Gravitas pens back filler here, and I have Pilot Roshizuku Chiku Rin, and so I just thought I would do a writing sample. So Gravitas pens with, we'll say the back, with a medium nib, with Pilot. Pilot Roshizuku Chiku Rin. A really pretty ink, one of my favorite green inks. You can see this is any ink that's going to take a bit of time to dry. This is going to be one of those papers where things do take a little bit longer. It's a very smooth paper. There's very little tooth on it. I don't know if it's coated paper, but the weave of the paper is exceptionally high, which is why virtually nothing bleeds through, you know, and so the ink is going to sit on the top just a little bit more. You can hear how smooth the paper is to write on, and it's lovely, and it's a paper I really enjoy writing on. And if we look at the reverse of this page, obviously a little bit of ink will have come through from the swatches. You've done a heck of a lot of ink there, but nothing obviously has come through from the writing, even where we've done sort of a heavier patch there. So really impressive paper, really impressive performance and handling of ink. As I said, it is rare to find paper that is affordable and available, and also fountain pen friendly and fountain pen ink flattering, and especially in the wake of the disaster around Tomoe River paper in the last few years, and the massive drop in the quality of the performance, a paper like this is very, very welcome on the market. So if you're not familiar, check out Iroful paper. There's a number of retailers here in Australia even that sell it, a number of retailers worldwide. So search your local stationery shops, and if not, sort of your bigger online places, and a number of them will have this paper. It's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for good quality paper. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you would like to support the channel, I would really love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy your paper and all your ink, and I'll talk to you soon.